Let's hope that's the case, fellas.
So today is a Sunday, and next Saturday is going to be the first brew day. So I need to order grains like tomorrow, and then they'll be here in enough time for the weekend. So it's been a long time. Thank you for sticking with me and being very, very patient. Believe you me, I've had to be as equally patient with it. So the last problem I had with the kit was the K-type sensor probes that I reused from the old kit. They worked fine on the other PIDs, but these inkbirds didn't like them, and they needed the PT100 probes, which are these little gizmos. And it's much better than what I had before, because the probe end is covered, and these are three core. So you've got two of the red and one like clear. That's what the inkbirds needed. They needed that 3 core to run into the PIDs. We tried doing the jumper cable from 4 to 5, and it wasn't helping. Definitely needing the PT100s. Now I've ripped out the old thermo probe cabling, and I'm actually using some of this cable which we had left over, which is 1.5 mil. It's a bit on the chunky side for what I'm wanting, but it seems to be working fine. So I've already got 2 done. See, these are soldered up, insulated, and then I've got some heat shrink tubing to go over them to tidy them up. So the mash tun is done, the HLT is done. So what I'm going to do is just have these so I can just pull them out, and then for now just have them hardwired into the control panel, because the jacks that I had before are 2-pin and we need 3. So we'll see what I do with that in the future. But as you can see, the HLT is reading fine, and so is the mash. So if you're using the PT100 probe, then you need to go to the settings and oh, careful, try and do this with the door shut. You need to go to the settings, and it is SN, which is sensor input, I think it is. Let me check. SN, input sensor. And you have to set them to 21, which is PT100, and then they will read correctly. So that's done. I just need to do the boil pot, get the shrink on them, and then we're going to do a boil test with the boil pot and check that we're getting up to a boil on the probes, because before it was boiling at 54 degrees, and then like the next day at resting it was saying like 30 degrees when it clearly is not 30 degrees in here. So we're going to do that today, but we need to get this one finished. Once this is finished and I've wrapped up, we'll do a boil test, and then hopefully that'll be it. We'll be able to use the system as we need it to work for next Saturday. Well, it's exciting because this was the last sort of puzzle I had to get around, and it's working. So I just need to sort out the cables. I've just got them roughly hooked up just to see if they were working, and then once I know they're working properly and I've got them wired up correctly, then I'll link them back into the loom and tidy it up a bit. So I'll see you when we get to the final bit, when the probes can be inserted. Boil pot's climbing. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Swizzle you around. 15.8, 15.9. We've got water in there, and we're going to get up to a boil, and hopefully this time, once we hit the boil, we'll be reading 100 degrees on the Inkbird instead of 53, 54 like we were doing with the K-type probes. Everything in there is tidied up and tie wrapped back into the loom, and I'll just give you a quick look at what we've done here. So we've now got the heat shrink on and the probes attached, so I'm quite happy with that. Same with the HLT, and of course the boiled pot one is in, but we're climbing. Hopefully this works, and then next Saturday we'll be using this for the first time, as well as all the kit, but sometime in the week. I'm just going to get in here one night, get some music on and get everything cleaned with the PBW, and then sanitize everything, and then Saturday I can just start playing with the new toys. 24.5 degrees.
Oh, looking promising, fellas.
Because we want to reach 66.4 degrees on the old K-type probes, and we're not at a boil yet. I mean, we're getting steamy, so I'll turn the fan on. But as you can, oh, shine a light. As you can see, we're not at a boil, getting close. But 70 degrees now, so we're getting damn close. But that's not a boil, so we'll put the lid back on, and hopefully when we hit the boil we're going to be 100 degrees. And if that's the case, and then when I pull the probe out and let it cool down, it cools down to ambient temperatures like the other probes, but 73.7, and we've not hit a boil yet, so hopefully we've cracked it. And if that's the case, crack on with a BrewDay. We can monitor temps. We've hit a boil. We are showing 97.8, so we do need to just tune her in that extra little bit, but that's nothing. That's not like 53 degrees at a boil, so everything's working all right. I just need to go to the settings and just add a couple of points. 8, 9, like 2.3 or something like that. So I'm happy with that. The probes are working. We're currently at 69% output, which is giving a nice little bubbly. And that is it, fellas. That is it. 100 degrees. Alright. At a boil. The PID is saying 100 degrees. I've only had to alter it like 2.6. So we'll see what happens. We're going to let it cool down, see if we get back down to ambient temperatures, but I'm happy with that. I think we're going to get a BrewDay done soon. Pop the lid on there, pop you on there, and I'm going to shut her off. Sorted. Brilliant. Elements are off. That's good. Right, fantastic. Right, I'm going to pull the probe out now. I'm just going to let it cool down, and then we can check it later on. But I'm pretty sure that has rectified the problem. Excellent. We're dropping already, look, because I whipped her out. But that is it, fellas. That is it. We are ready now for a BrewDay next Saturday. Stay tuned, because we're going to get stuck into this. Keep an update on Instagram throughout the day on Saturday, because I'm going to obviously be filming it, but then it takes time to edit and upload. So what I'll do is periodically through the day I'll be uploading short video pictures to Instagram, which is new, the number 2 homebrew. So go and follow me on there, because next Saturday we're going to be uploading some footage and pictures of the day as we go on. BrewDay next weekend. So that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget to thumb up the video if you want to do. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Click it once out, come out, share the video, get involved to streak. Until next time, I'm out of here.